So what if I told you guys that with 3 simple tips, you can instantly start doing better vape tricks? I know, it sounds a little far-fetched, but bear with me because today we're going to be going over 3 different things that you could start doing to instantly blow better O's.
Jammer, cookie pack on camera, yeah. She on the twerk on my chain, getting that brain sweating your lane. I fuck a knock off a bonnet, I had to get it, I want it, honest. Private jet, Nike tag, she up next. When you a boss, don't take a loss, count up a chain.
What's up my YouTube fam, Mike Durante here, and we are back with another video. So like you may have heard me say in the intro, today I'm going to be sharing 3 different tips that'll instantly help you guys do better vape tricks. These are 3 things that you guys can practice on a regular basis to help you strengthen your fundamentals and as well do better vape tricks across the board. So with that being said, let's not waste any time and hop right into the studio and start going over what these 3 tips are. Prior to going into detail, I just wanted to state that what we're going over today are the fundamental basics of vape tricking. They're not necessarily any secret tips or anything like that, just a lot of people who are new to the game and want to learn how to do all these advanced tricks kind of skip the fundamental basis for doing any vape trick. One of the cool things about everything we're going over today is that you don't need space to practice these tricks. You could be sitting down or standing for any of them and you really only need about an arm's length of space. You can practice in your car, you can practice in your room, or realistically any space that you have. The names that I'm going to give to these 3 tips are spamming, sharpshooting, and slaps. Before we explain how you want to be practicing them, let me just give you guys an example of what each of them are. Spamming. Sharpshooting. Slaps. I just wanted to clear up that you're not supposed to be trying to do these as fast as you can. You don't want to be flailing your hand around and barely pushing the O's or trying to spam like your A kids. It's not the best way to be practicing for the long run. What you want to emphasize when practicing these tricks is cleanliness. It's not quantity, it's quality. So why do we want to practice O-spams? What are they going to do to help us out? O-spamming is essential to every single vape trick you do. Learning to blow your O's farther, more consistently, and more frequently will drastically increase your ability to do other vape tricks. Whether it's an O-push, a jellyfish, or a shark split, they all start with the O you blow. As well, you don't want to be thinking about the O you're blowing. If you're going to be pushing an O, you want to be more focused on that actual push than actually getting it out of your mouth. So doing this will kind of start that mindset where you're not necessarily thinking about everything you're doing. And with that, I want to segue into the second tip that really will help emphasize that thought process of not thinking about blowing the O. We move on to sharpshooting. Sharpshooting is such a dead art that is so important that not many people do. And I'm here to tell you that you should be practicing it. So once again, this is what a sharpshoot looks like. And why is a trick like that so important? The sharpshoot addresses one of the most important aspects of blowing O's, the mental. So when you're doing a sharpshoot, you're shooting out an O and you are then telling yourself with one shot, one chance, that you are going to hit the target. So in terms of blowing O's, you're not necessarily thinking about the O you're blowing because you're so much more focused on where you want that O to end up. And through practicing these sharpshoots, the process gets embedded in your head where you're not actually thinking about what you're doing, but more what you want to accomplish. And that is key when doing any vape tricks. If you're stressing that you need to be doing this to get the shark split going, you're gonna forget one of the other steps that's not involved in that. Or you're just going to overthink and just mess it up. So learning to be calm, collective, and confident in yourself and in your own abilities is very important with any vape trick you're trying to do. So slaps and pushes, the final tip in this video. So this last tip is going to take this lesson a little bit further while implementing a little bit of a harder tip into the sequence. So O slaps and pushes, they are so important to practice because that is essentially the foundation of actually blowing an O. So what you want to be practicing when doing O slaps is the distance that the O travels and as well the speed and consistency that you can hit the O's at. So when you start out, you want to go slow. You really want to focus shooting these O's very far when you slap them. The O slapping is a very similar technique to actually pushing an O. There are a few differences, but conceptually speaking, they're very similar. And you can practice your slaps in many ways. You can do backhands, front hands, side swipes, up and down slaps, whatever you think will work, practice it. It's all really good practice for blowing O's. You start to develop a better understanding of drafts and what your hand motions will do and how to work around the drafts that you're creating. Think of it like your favorite sport in that you have to practice the fundamentals so that when you go to do the hard stuff, it comes like that. That's when you could do those giant O's, the crazy tricks, and do them back to back with seeing much less error. Let me know in the comments below if you guys want any more of these tips explained more in depth. I'd love to go in full detail with any of you guys and help clear up any confusion. As well, let me know what videos you guys want to see next. My schedule is starting to clear up and I'm definitely going to be looking to make a lot more YouTube videos in the coming months. Before we part ways for today, I'm just going to give you guys one last montage of the tips that we learned today in action. That wraps up today's video. I hope you guys learned something today. Make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel because we're gonna have a lot more content coming. I hope you guys enjoy and have an amazing day.